and I think that brings us into topic number 3, which is inspection anxiety. So I've seen this with my buyers is there's a lot of anxiety around the inspection and they're hypersensitive to these risks, right? Because one thing about owning a home that we talk about is you want to have money for reserves even after you buy it, because inevitably you are going to have a plumbing leak. You are going to have things break. You are going to have to put money into it because you own it. So what I'm seeing is a lot of buyers will say, oh, the HVAC system's old. I want a $3,000 credit for that. Well, that's not really how things work. If it's working fine, it's really hard to get a credit on something that is just old. But they're asking for that. And then when the seller is not granting things like that, the deal is falling through. Well, and it's partially a realtor issue too on this because, you're supposed to account for the age of everything in your offer because, now the buyer, they've paid for the inspection, they've paid for the appraisal, they're out a lot of money. And then they shouldn't think that they can negotiate these things. If they want to try, it's okay, but they shouldn't think that it's going to work because they're putting all this money in the front end. So you really need to be negotiating that on the front end of your offer, not on the back end of your offer.